I mean, something has happened to the country with Biden in charge. The inflation has been through the roof. He's giving money away to college kids, supposedly, defying the Supreme Court. You want to talk about a dictator? A dictator defies the Supreme Court. That's what Biden is doing. That's what Kamala is doing.
Now, we've got people in our own state, North Carolina, that are laying dead floating in water. And we can't get them taken care of because we have no money because this fucking asshole gave all our money to other countries.
How about the immigrants that were let in here? We were giving free hotel rooms to and loaded up debit cards with like $2,500 or more on them. And yet now we have people that are, like you said, in North Carolina and all over the place that are homeless because of a hurricane that we can't protect. They came out and said that when another hurricane hits, and oh, by the way, there is another one coming, that they don't have enough money. Why? Because they gave it all to the damn immigrants in Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, and Ethiopia and Egypt. And I saw a thing that it was like $500 billion that we've given away in the last 4 years.
And then you have the gay black press secretary, as Bob likes to call her.
Another stupid cunt.
Who goes out on TV the other day and says, no, FEMA funds were never used for immigrants. But when you play the tape back from like 2 years ago, she said that they were using FEMA funds for the immigrants.
Well, her job is to lie.
They're lying straight to your face, and people are dumbasses and buying it.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are. They're just stupid. They're just stupid, man. This whole thing with North Carolina, this has me more mad than anything.
How about this? Did you see this story? They're sending money to Lebanon because Israel.
Oh, I did see that.
More terrorists.
Yeah.
Israel attacked terrorists who've been bombing them ever since October 8th of last year after the massacre in Israel. So they bombed to the north of them, to Lebanon, and now the Harris wants to give them money.
Yeah, give them money. Not our own people that are dying in the streets.
Like $200 million she wants to give to Lebanon, to the people over there because they're suffering, and not the people here in fucking America that are floating, like you said.
Yeah, it's
crazy that people will vote for this.
It's insane. Should I play this guy that I sent you earlier?
Yeah.
Since we're on this topic?
Yes.
This guy pretty much says what I think what I'm thinking. I think what Seth is thinking, and I think what a lot of you are thinking. He just puts it out there point blank. It's a little bit long, but we'll play it. Here we go.
I say, fuck you, Democrats, and fuck you, Kamala Harris. People are dying because of you. But y'all are on here right now telling lies, telling some bullshit lies about what's happening in North Carolina. You're just retweeting and pushing the lies that these paid shills for Kamala Harris are pushing, but you're not talking to people on the ground. You're not calling them on the phone and texting them. You're not talking. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. People are dying because of Kamala Harris. Her FEMA is blocking people, was blocking people from saving lives and delivering critical aid. They stopped people from going on rescue missions. They blocked everything. A bunch of these federal employees were just sitting around the fucking hotel rooms, taking up hotel rooms, and there wasn't any hotel rooms for the rescued victims to sleep in. So the fucking hurricane victims had to sleep outside. And you lying ass Democrats are talking about, oh, well, Donald Trump 5 or 6 years ago during the storm, so you're lying about that. Let me tell you something. There wasn't a fucking horse on top of a roof of the gymnasium. A fucking horse. There was a horse on top of a roof. There wasn't a car hanging out the side of fucking houses. There were not dead people hanging in fucking power lines and being stuck hanging at the top of trees. Dead people all over the place. All kinds of dead people everywhere. The whole place smells like dead people. Y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's like the place got hit with a fucking nuclear bomb. That's what it feels like if you're there and you're looking at it. But you are talking about like, oh, it's just 100 people or something. It's much worse than that. But all you Democrats do is lie your ass off and try to minimize it and try to make it seem like FEMA and Kamala Harris are doing a good job. They're not. $750, not even for a single person. It's $750 per a household. And you have to apply to get that money. And everyone so far that I know is getting denied. The overwhelming majority of people are getting denied from that measly $750 fucking dollars because you gave all the fucking FEMA funding to illegal immigrants. So you won't give no one any money, and you won't let everyday people save their fellow Americans. What the fuck are you doing, Kamala Harris? Babies are dying because of you. Children are dying because of you. Countless people are dying because of you. Right now, and for the past few days, people have died because of you. Because of what you have done. Because of your lies. Because of your inaction. That's why they fucking died. And it's your fault. And that's the fucking truth. And it's sad, it's disgusting that we can't just come together on this one fucking thing with random people that aren't even political fucking dying. Thousands of them dying. You'd think that we could come together, but no, we can't. Because you Democrats just want to attack Donald Trump. You just want to defend Kamala Harris from all and any criticism, even if we're talking about life and death, dead children, dead babies, dead mothers, dead. You even defend that for criticism? And by the way, if you actually care so much, then how come you Democrats are not down there in North Carolina? No, I'll make it even easier for you. How come none of you Democrats have donated any money? How come none of you Democrats are raising money for these people? How come Kamala Harris is not raising any money for these people? Why? Y'all have Hollywood. You have one of your fucking celebrities put up a fundraiser and y'all can raise tens of millions and not hundreds of millions of dollars for these victims. But you won't do it because you hate people that are different than you. People you think may be different. And you want to talk about hate and the existential threat when you won't even allow us to save fucking lives because you care so much about stopping people from voting. A lot of these people will never be the same. They're mentally broken if they're not physically broken, if they're not already fucking dead. No one's walking away from that hole. Even if they took no physical damage, they got psychological damage for years. People lost their family, people lost their children, people lost their babies. Y'all can't even begin to imagine. It smells like death. It smells like the fucking Holocaust in there. It's like they got fucking bombed, fucking carpet bombed 100,000 times in a row. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like when you're there. And there's nothing but lawlessness. People having to pull knives and guns to defend themselves and their water and their food. It's gotten bad. And where the fuck is Kamala Harris? Where's the leadership? This cannot be who we're going to vote for. This person cannot be president, and this is how it's going to be. Just, fundraising for herself. Fundraising for herself, literally while people are dying. She's drinking wine, having champagne with billionaires, while thousands of people are dying. Countless people are dying in Georgia, but it's more, especially in North Carolina, it's really fucking bad. And then she goes on a fucking podcast. It's abortion shit, right? And it's just like, so you're gonna go on a podcast with a bunch of dumb whores? Well, they taped that episode while people were dying. It's been a while, 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna leave it at that. Safe.
Love that guy.
I think he got every point right.
Yeah. He wasted no words, that's for sure.
No, that should be, they should put the beeps in it and just Trump should run that as his campaign ad.
All day long.
And then just at the end say, I'm Donald J. Trump and I approve this message.
That should be, yeah.
That should be his ad because he's 1,000% right. These fucking ass clowns are killing us on purpose. I truly believe that. I truly believe exactly what he was saying. They fucking hate us. They want us dead.
Well,
and they weren't able to kill us with that stupid fucking shot. So now they're coming after us with this instead. Bleed us dry.
Walker says the answer is yes. Yes, they do hate us.
They do hate us. I
haven't heard this one, but
I've
Western
heard
North
this.
Carolina has lithium deposits, and towns are getting bulldozed, and eminent domain is in effect.
Yeah, there's one, I think it's called Clifton Park. I could be wrong on the name, but the people that were there have been told that their land has been confiscated by the government. Now, again, I've heard that from Twitter, so don't take that as a fact, but I didn't do any research on it.
Now Florida's being hit, another red area.
Yeah, Tampa.
Told you this morning, we talked to somebody who said that, hey, look, there's a possibility that these people in North Carolina and Florida are not going to be able to vote. I mean,
It's more than a possibility. I mean, they're fucking devastated. Even if they can, who's worried about it? If
Right.
you just lost everything, your job, your home, every possession you ever had, are you really thinking about, well, I got to get out there on November 5th. I got to cast my ballot at this fucking makeshift library that somebody put up? Is that really what you're thinking? You might not even. Thank God, if you want to give the Democrats credit for anything, thank God they've made it that you don't have to prove that you're an American citizen, because half these people lost their goddamn IDs.
Yeah, less than 30 days before election day. And I was arguing with Chiselka about the voting laws. I think there's something like 14 states that don't have any ID voting laws. Like you could just walk in and say whatever and vote.
Yeah.
No ID.
I hope North Carolina's one of them, because these guys probably lost all their fucking proof of residency.
California's one of them. How about that? Shocker, huh? All those
Dude.
illegals walking on in and voting however they want to vote.
Dude, can I show you something that has nothing to do with any of this, but just proves to me how Gavin Newsom is a straight up gangster in the Venezuela, North Korea style?
Yeah.
Can I? I'm going to switch directions just for a second, because I saw this and I immediately was like, they are turning fucking California into fucking Venezuela. Look at this. California becomes the first state to ban sell-by dates on food packaging.
Oh, that's nice.
So basically, they're going to take this off and sell people a bunch of rotted fucking food.
Rotten food.
Rotten food. This legislation signed by Gavin Newsom aims at reducing both food waste and the climate warming emissions. This bullshit climate change shit, but more to the point, reducing food waste. How does that reduce food waste if the food goes bad?
Man. Yeah.
So who's gonna buy? Let's just play this out. This fucking really shook me, and I was stunned that this is not a bigger story than it is. One thing that we all buy 1,000% by the expires by date is what?
Milk.
Milk. Are you gonna buy milk having no idea when
idea.
it's?
No clue.
I mean, are you going to walk into the grocery store and not, when you go into any grocery store looking to buy milk, like your wife needs milk for cereal or something, I don't give a shit how rushed you are. You look at 3 or 4 things for the longest expiration date.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Every single person on this planet does that. Now that's not going to be available. So what are you going to do? Are you going to drink almond milk because that goes bad less frequently? You're not going to want to drink actual cow milk anymore.
No, you're not.
This and bread,
Same thing with beef.
bread, everything. I mean, look, this is on a loaf of fucking some kind of like carrot cake or bread or something. Are you buying bread that might have been sitting there for 2 fucking months?
No, but at least then you can see the mold.
Maybe. What if it's on the inside?
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget the bread has the end caps on it. The outside of the bread doesn't mold as quickly as the inside does.
That's a crazy story.
Is this nutty or what? And this isn't rumored shit. This is now a law in California.
Ah, man.
I mean,
I'm trying to look it up because I mean this is.
it's on Scripps News. It's on Scripps News. I'll send you the link if you want to use it like tomorrow or
Yeah,
whatever
send me the link, please.
for Bob, because this I don't see any traction going on this thing yet, but there really should be. Don't you think? I mean, I think that's a
Absolutely,
huge
it's a
story. You know, I'll just call it expiration date.
I mean, that's fucking nuts, dude. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. Problem is, you can't trust the media to tell you anything.
Well, and again, when you do have it, I mean, this is plain as day. This is plain as day, and there is no reaction to it. None. It's hidden in plain sight.
We had I'm not gonna. There was a story out not that long ago about Tyson Chicken getting rid of all their, cutting 1,200 jobs.
Yeah.
And having a job fair for illegals.
For illegals only, yeah.
I mean, and from what I've heard, it's going on in a lot of different areas, including Ohio.
Dude, eventually we're going to have to just take it back. I hate to be the guy that calls for fucking blood in the streets, but at some point, people are only going to get pushed so far.
I think it was Roseanne Barr that said there's a civil war ahead if Trump loses this.
I think no matter what, there's a civil war happening. I've said that before. I said no matter what happens on November 5th, there is going to be straight up violence.
Look, as pussy as I think the Republicans are being anyways, I think that the left, they're not going to go to the streets. They'll go to the streets and cry, but I don't think they're going to go to the streets with guns.
Who, the left?
Yeah.
Well, they don't have the guns, but they'll do it different ways. They'll hit people with cars and shit.
Those will be some age stakes.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this stuff it's scary where we're at with this kind of stuff. They're now. Why is there regulation on how you protect food? Literally, the expiration date is to protect people from being poisoned.
Yeah.
And this guy is making it outlawed to protect people from being poisoned.
Dude, my family, like if they open up the fridge and they see, now I understand sell by date is look, it means it'd be sold and then consumed fairly soon.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you have to eat it that day.
Correct.
But my family, if they see like a sell by date in a fridge that is expired by one day,
throw it away.
I mean, in the garbage.
And that's Newsom's platform is. We have so much waste because of these sell-by dates that are not accurate, and they should be regulated.
It's not
Fuck
taking
you.
them off isn't regulating them.
Fuck him with the government. The government. We don't need the government in every aspect of our life. We just don't need it.
There's a lot of people that have lost their mind. Did you ever think that the country would get to this point? When you were a kid in the 80s and you and I are watching Pac-Man on Saturday morning cartoons, did you ever think it would come to a point in this country that it'd be like this?
No. Yeah, and I agree with Rick here. It's going to cost jobs. Because there's going to be less people that are purchasing anything that's an expirable good.
Well, I mean, this is all their plan. I mean, their plan is to turn this into a food and bread line country. Mm-hmm. I mean, Kamala Harris wants to have price fixing.
Sure.
And she says, because we don't want price gouging. I think she called it gauging.
Yeah.
But the word is gouging. I think that she was looking for, but she's stupid. But she wants to fix prices. She wants to fix prices on goods and services and everything else, and we're eventually, when you take sell-by dates off and all that, you're going to end up with bread lines. We are headed towards a communist country altogether.
Yeah, we are.
And there's fools out there I know that will say, "Oh, well, you're being extreme." We'll see. We'll see how extreme we are in a few years if she takes over.
Well, not only that, and even now, and again, if you're voting for this dumb bitch, then you're the fucking dumb bitch, not her. She has no plan. Look, I'm going to show you this video. I don't know if I told you about this one. This is astounding to me. This comes from CBS News. Other than CNN and MSNBC, I think CBS is the number 3 for protecting this stupid cunt. And literally they asked her about her economic plan, and she goes with we have to raise taxes on the billionaires. The CBS guy says, no, we're living in the real world here. And then she goes on and says why he's wrong. She gets completely flustered and just goes off on a rambling tangent. Check this out. But this is CBS. This isn't Fox. Even the protectors know that she's full of shit.
Shit, yes.
Check this out.
My plan is about saying that when you invest in small businesses, you invest in the middle class, and you strengthen America's economy. Small businesses are part of the backbone of America's economy.
I own several small businesses here, Camel Toe. Where's my investment? Where is it? Tell me what you're going to give me on January 15th next year.
Right.
Tell me what you're going to give me. Give me a reason to vote for you. I own 3 small businesses, Kamala. I will vote for you if you tell me definitively that on January 15th, I'm going to get 3 checks for $100,000 each to support my businesses, to be the backbone, as you say. Tell me that instead of what she's about to tell you.
But pardon me, Madam Vice President, the question was, how are you going to pay for it?
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes. It is not right that teachers and nurses and firefighters are paying a higher tax rate than billionaires and the biggest.
It absolutely is right, because those teachers and those other people aren't creating jobs for everyone else.
Right.
You dumb, stupid, uneducated cunt.
And if you look at how much money they're actually paying in taxes, it's way more than anybody else. It may be at a lower rate, but they're still paying millions upon millions of dollars.
And you know what happens if she does try to do this? Let's play this out for a minute before I play the rest of this. If I'm Jeff Bezos, I'm going to just be Jeff Bezos for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm immediately going to create 50 smaller businesses that will pay less in taxes and be more specialized. And I'm going to relinquish my American citizenship, and I'm going to go live in Belize and just bank money.
And then you're going to use AI and everything else that's out there to fire American employees.
Yes.
Put in automation, put in whatever it is, and then, I mean, you think you're going to need all these people working at all these plants? They'll find a way to replace all these fucking people. And then the prices of stuff is going to go up. I mean, it's a whole cycle that this dumb bitch doesn't.
She doesn't know economy. She doesn't know economics.
Look, I'm dumb as a rock when it comes to economics, and yet I know this kind of stuff because it's simple logic. It's not even economics, it's logic.
Look, I would be 1,000% for giving the Fortune 100 no taxes, as long as they show increased growth in fucking hiring. As long as they show 5% growth in hiring every year upon year, pay no taxes.
Look,
because then they're creating jobs.
Look, like Trivia used to say all the time, I never worked for a broke person.
Yes,
they're broke. They can't pay you, and then they fire you.
Yeah, or they close.
And that's what happens at iHeart all the time because they're failing miserably being profitable. Yeah. They end up firing people. I mean, that's
exactly what it is.
Here, Kamala.
No, but she doesn't get it. She thinks. Well, first of all,
I think she does get it. I think she might not be that dumb.
Maybe. That could be.
People. She knows what the hell she's doing. All she's doing is buying votes. All she's doing is telling stupid people what stupid people want to hear.
Rich people bad. Rich people like Donald Trump are bad. Yeah. You know, I mean, for God's sakes, I know this much. Billionaires aren't in the business of losing money. That's why they're billionaires. They're not going to just lay down and say, oh, well, new president, I guess I lose 30% of my profits. They're going to say, fuck you, I'm going to Mexico and suck my ass.
And how bad is it, though, that these big business owners are the ones saying they're going to vote for this bitch?
Because
I guarantee you, Jeff Bezos secretly is going to vote for Trump.
He's going to vote. He ain't vote for Trump. No way. Well, the problem with Trump to the billionaires is that he's one of them, and they're fucking jealous of him.
All right, let's hear what she's got to say.
All right, here we go.
Corporations, and I plan on making that fair.
But we're dealing with the real world here.
But the real world includes.
How are you going to get this through Congress?
You know, when you talk quietly with a lot of folks in Congress, they know exactly what I'm talking about because their constituents know exactly what I'm talking about. Their constituents are those firefighters and teachers and nurses.
That's the end of the clip.
Yeah,
She's a
great
fucking
pause.
twat. Here's the problem. The people are not talking to their constituents. If they were, then we wouldn't be bombarded every 2 fucking seconds with Sherrod Brown commercials.
Yeah, no shit.
He's not talking to the constituents here in Ohio. He's not. I'm so tired of this thing, of this myth that went away at the advent of TV. When we got TV, the constituents stopped mattering. These guys go to Washington and they vote party line every time. Ohio is what, a blue state or a red state? Primarily a red state?
Yeah, not
Primarily?
turning that way, but primarily red. Yes.
So then how can we have multiple senators from the great state of Ohio in Washington that vote differently?
Well, for whatever reason, Sherrod Brown has a stranglehold on
But
dumbasses.
do you see my point?
I see
They're
your
not listening to the
No,
constituents.
they're not. They're not at all.
They're voting with what gets them the most power in Washington. They have no. Sherrod Brown, in the end, in my opinion, has no concern whatsoever about the people of Springfield, Ohio, or the people of Painesville, or Cleveland, or Akron. He doesn't care. What he cares about is positioning himself so that he himself can rise up in power and wealth.
doubt.
That's it.
And just a reminder to everybody out there that tomorrow early voting starts in the state of Ohio.
Yes.
So you can officially vote tomorrow. And be listening 9:35 tomorrow to Bob France and myself on AM 1420. Bernie Moreno will be joining the show at 9:35.
Oh, very good.
To talk about the kickoff to the early voting, and we need to get rid of dumbass Sherrod Brown.
Well, if you could throw him a comment for me, which I know you can't, but if you could, please ask him to stop beating me up with his goddamn commercials every other second.
Well, he had a strategy, I think, too. He didn't run a whole lot at the beginning of this campaign, and Sherrod Brown was spending a ton of money, and now he's just bombarding stuff with these commercials. I agree. I mean, I'm sick and tired of all of it.
I can't stand. You know who's not running a lot of political ads?
Trump?
Trump.
Yeah.
But I see this fucking stupid face of Kamala on my TV every third commercial. In between, you know, I mean, literally every commercial break during the football games yesterday was, I'm going to build a better community. I'm Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's a piece of shit. Followed by Bernie Moreno raped and fucked and killed immigrants. We got to vote him out. Sherrod Brown cares about Ohioans. And then the very next commercial is Sherrod Brown wants to abort kids up to 12 years old. We got to vote for Bernie Moreno. It's like, enough with all of it.
Well, I mean, this is the era that we live in now. It's even worse, though, because now you get them on your phone. Like the other night, I'll be honest, I liked it because the other night, Trump did a tele-rally. I'd never even heard of a fucking tele-rally before.
Not even
My phone is ringing. My wife's phone is ringing. All of a sudden, we pick it up, and it was a live rally after he did the one in Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
And it was Trump talking, and it's over a phone, and then there was Elon Musk was there saying something.
I saw pictures of them. They're like in a tent or something.
And it was a tele-rally, and it was amazing to listen to. But, you know, I don't know how many minds this stuff changes. I just don't know.
No.
But maybe it does. I don't know. Says, remember in 2016, Sherrod tried to give a shot to Trev, opening the other show. Yes, he showed up at the ballpark, and Trev was there, and they had a conversation. Some of it went all right. I think they made fun of each other's hair more than anything.
Nice.
I mean, I have some friends that really adore Sherrod Brown. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get it. I just know I can't wait till the election's over just because I can't stand seeing any of these fucking people anymore.
I'm interested to see how it goes either way, to be honest with you, because...
Well, I don't want to say that you're worried too much because Lord knows we've seen it go, 4 years ago. We saw how bad it can be screwed over. But I'm trying to have faith that people will look at their common sense and realize that they're going to be unemployed and out of work if they vote for this fucking boob.
I have no faith in this country that they will go past their hate for Donald Trump to vote for what's good for the country.
Well, I would hope that their hate for Donald Trump is less than their love of themselves.
I don't think it is.
I would hope it is. And again, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I mean, that's ultimately what you're voting. You're either voting for a better world that you live in or to prove that Trump's a bad guy.
Well, and
that's your choices.
I think that patriotism in this country has gone downhill.
Oh,
I
it's
think
down.
they're very. And when I say few, I mean there's a lot of patriots out there. I consider myself one of them. But I think that it's been overrun by this celebrate, like you said, feelings of everybody's feelings need to be accepted and forget about the fucking country, forget about where we need to go. Are we recognizing the Spanish Heritage Month? Are we recognizing Gay Pride Month? Are we recognizing African American History Month? Are we recognizing Amputee Month? Are we recognizing everybody's feelings and forget about the fact that we used to be a proud nation that could fight for ourselves and could stand tall and proud and be the strongest nation in the world? We are not that anymore.
No, not at all. Not
We
even
are
close.
a country of feeling liberal crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I am concerned that that's going to overtake this country in this voting on election day. And, but if it doesn't go the way that I would like it to go, or hope that it goes for our country, I hope that I at least get to look these dumb fucks in the face a couple months in and say, I told you so.
Well, not every day of the 4 years. We need to be on the straight. If Kamala wins, we need to be on the attack every day for the 4 years, every single day.
I'm with this guy. I'm with you, Cody. I might vote for Liv Morgan's ass for president.
Yes.
She's got my vote. Fuck it.
Mine too. Good Lord.
All right, time to wrap it up.
That's a nice turd cutter there.
You can't say turd cutter. It turns the whole thing into a bad experience for me. I refuse to believe that she even takes a shit, dude.
All right.
Come on, don't say turd cutter. That's just gross. I mean, it's a perfectly built piece of machinery right there. That flesh was carved with the wings of an angel.
Pussy protection?
All right, time to wrap it up. Everybody, thanks for listening. Go Guardians. I don't think they have a hit yet, according to somebody. But everybody have a good rest of your night. And Wednesday, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but we'll have extra content on Minds, which is always more fun.
Yeah.
So sign up for that. $5. And God willing, we'll talk to you then.
See ya.
See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Tripp, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.
Seth and Chris don't say it enough, but the best place for everything associated with The Seth Williams Show is their website, www.thesethwilliamsshow.com. You can watch all live episodes of the show live right there on the site. You can get past shows in both audio and video on demand formats. You can join our exclusive VIP programs on Minds and Super Chat right from the page. You can also purchase all the Best Seth Show merchandise on the page as well. Bookmark it today, www.thesethwilliamsshow.com.